Time now for the shocking stat of the week. Now, I'm happy to hear there's been far more discussion on supply management, given it's a policy that pushes, 133,000 to 189,000 Canadians into poverty, costs the average family somewhere in the neighborhood of $400 to $600 a year in extra costs. But there's one aspect that I have rarely heard mentioned. Despite being surrounded by climate activists everywhere, in and out of government, it's rarely mentioned that supply management has a brutal impact on our emissions. Let me explain. Generally speaking, the government is not particularly good at determining what's the right amount of product that should be on the market. So when supply management has gone wrong and overproduced, well, what happens to the milk? As you probably know, it literally gets poured down the drain. A shocking 6.8 billion liters of milk poured down the drain since 2012, worth about $6.7 billion. But as I said, what's virtually never mentioned, the inconvenient truth of supply management, is the damage it's doing to the climate. As David Clement pointed out in The Hub, 8.4 million tons of emissions is created from the production of the wasted milk alone. And that's roughly the size of the annual emissions of Quebec City, with a population of 600,000. Now think about it, because we don't export that wasted milk. It wasn't given to low-income Canadians or food banks. We got nothing for all the emissions involved in producing the wasted milk that's poured down the drain. Absolutely nothing. But climate virtue signalers in Parliament has never said a word. More than that, they say there will not be any changes to supply management no matter what. Make sure you understand, they're saying to heck with the climate/emissions, to heck with Canadian consumers, especially low-income families, and forget that jeopardizes trading relationships with the U.S., not just the U.S., but with other Western countries.